Generation X coming to your town.
Welcome back to the channel. So good to see so many of you in here. Like, already. That's crazy, man. So, very appreciative to you. If you haven't heard, today the channel hit 19,000 subscribers. That's crazy. So first off, I just really want to thank every single one of you out there that have actually hit that like and subscribe button, because that is huge, like ridiculously huge. So it's really just been absolutely insane. Crazy. I'm kind of blown away by it. So very happy with this. Awesome. Just want to say some hellos out here. So first off, Lewis XSY, you're the first one in here to say something so cool. Hey the champ. Hey boy Mari, Aiden Graham, Phenomenal Ace, and Elf, is the Eli Gaming Station, Christopher Bergser, and Carl Marksbury. Mari, Everything Pro Wrestling, happy birthday my brother. Phenomenal Ace, Nez, thank you man. And thank you to all of you as well that are saying thank you. It's amazing. So you guys, honestly, this is just like I said, it's crazy. So we are going to be doing some more of the roster stuff today. I'm going to be, if you haven't seen it, then please, after the stream's done, go and see it. I've done a roster reveal unofficially of who I think is going to be in the game, and that was just part one. There was 20 superstars in that one. So we're going to be doing some more of this today. You're going to see kind of my process as well, because I did see that Lewis has asked for it. He wanted to see how I do this kind of thing, and it is something that I really do pride myself on, you know, that doing these kinds of creative and very cool transitions and things like that. You know, if you haven't seen the reboots, they're another thing that I enjoy doing, so it's pretty damn cool. It's pretty sick, all these things I'm getting to do at the moment. So and thank you, Perry. Yes, thank you. This is just yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. Thank you, Ivan Perez. So yeah, it's just kind of crazy. A lot of things happening all over, a lot of things in the background, a lot of things that I'm working on, that I'm trying to get cool. Hey Ninja. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, the amount of things that are happening, and I'm kind of blown away by it all, like I keep saying, and it's nuts. But we've got such great momentum at the moment, and the whole thing was to get 22,000 subscribers before WWE 2K22 comes out. That's the goal that I've set myself. So to see that we're already on the way is just insane, right? Absolutely insane. So if somebody wants to see CM Punk on the game, of course, man. VSG, in your version of 2K22, will there be a licensed music to choose from in creating entrance? Well, I mean, it's kind of, if it was just single player or whatever, just couch co-op, then yeah, I'd say there would be. But then again, I'm not making the game. I don't have any say whatsoever in what's going on. Like I said, there's some very talented people that are in there developing the game, that are doing some great updates and things like that to it. And the next game I'm excited for. You know, there's things happening there. There's cool things happening there. You know, I can't say anything, but you know, it's good to know that they're moving in the right direction. So we will see how the end product turns out. Let's put it that way. Kind of crazy, just like I said, the whole thing. So let's take a look at what we can do. Everybody wants to see this kind of stuff, which is very, very cool. So I'm going to take you through some of this. If you haven't seen this before, what I've done is, this is my final area over here. This is literally where I piece everything together, should I say. Literally what it has in here is it has all the different compositions in After Effects. So I'm going to get on with this, and I have to pick somebody to make. So realistically, what am I going to be making? What, how long is the stream be going on for? 6 minutes? You'd like to see them put RVD in 2K22. I mean, there's a possibility there. He hasn't been in since 2018. Was he in 2019? I don't think he was in 2019 either. I think he was literally in for 1 day. For 1 year, should I say. So I've got to pick from my list of people. No, that's the wrong thing. I've got to pick from my massive list that I have of people that could be in, because it was 56, but now it's bigger because there's more people that have just appeared out of all sorts of different places. So I think one of the first ones that I kind of want to create, for instance, is probably CM Punk. Like I said, I'm not saying he's going to be in the game. He's probably not. But like I said in my CM Punk pre-order bonus video, if 2K can get a direct thing with him, like they did for Ultimate Warrior, and WWE just go, sure, whatever, and just pass on it, and just say, yeah, fine, just let it go on then, you can do whatever, it doesn't matter. He's been with them before. As long as they can get that passed, I don't see why he wouldn't be in the game. WWE is the block. They're the roadblock there. If they say fine, whatever, then you could see CM Punk in the game. So let's start off by doing CM Punk. What I've got to do is I've just got to grab a decent render of CM Punk. That's generally where I start, because you do need a nice render of CM Punk, and I've got to find a good one that's going to be good. So let's go with kind of a retro-ish one, I think, would probably be a good idea. Yeah, this one will do. Let's just grab this one. Bang, and just name that CM Punk. So literally all you do for that is just go on to Google and put in CM Punk render, or whatever you want to do on there. Let's save that one, and then I have, as you can see, all these folders. There's one in here that is called render. So in here, this is where I house all of my renders. You can see there's ones in here for Killian Danger, Maverick. They're all just pieced together. They're all in the same place, so you can see where they're all supposed to be. I usually leave the last one in there, so I kind of have a gauge of where they're supposed to be and how big they're supposed to be. TEGAN has already been done. Wow, that's super small. Okay, so he needs to be scaled up. So let's pop him up there. He's tiny there, isn't he? Let's just make him a bit bigger. That's a good size for CM Punk, I think. Yeah, roughly. That's good. Right, okay, so you got your CM Punk. Let's pop him down. Just going to answer a couple of questions then. Let's see what's going on. Hey, Codename Chief. Let's take a look. It'd be nice to see the British Bulldog comes live. How do you predict the future games releasing? I expect they'll release probably the same time as they always do. October time, generally. Kelly, Tori Wilson and the Hurricane, Victorian 2K22. I don't see why not. It's kind of partially up to them and partially up to WWE if they want to be in it. It's mostly up to WWE. 2K might say, do you want to be in the game? They might go, yes. And WWE might go, no, we don't want you in it. So it's kind of up to them. Do you prefer renders or in-game wrestlers in the game? It's kind of a tough one. In my reboot, I gave you an option to switch it. So I kind of would like the option to switch just for purely making cards. So, what are my hopes for 2K22? Working game, not 2K20, which I already know that's not happening because they've dropped the fork that was 2K20, the build that we were using for that. It's gone, it's dead. So, I'd love to see an Undertaker showcase featuring his matches in WWF in the early 90s. I mean, they've done this. They did this only a few years ago. Personally, I would like to see Triple H. And the reason I'd like to see Triple H is because he's had matches with every great superstar and some not so great superstars. So you'd see everything. It would be great, wouldn't it, right? We were also discussing a what-if scenario on Twitter, where what if, say for instance, Triple H didn't get punished for for his friends leaving for WCW in the Click. And instead, he did actually win the King of the Ring. So Stone Cold didn't win the King of the Ring, and you know, the whole Stone Cold Austin 316 promo never happened. You could play through an alternate history version of wrestling. That'd be pretty sick, right? There's no news for an AEW video game yet. None at all. So, coming back to this is literally all this is. It houses just the render of the character. There's nothing to it, really. The next part is that in here, this is the render reveal. So in here, you'll see that the render itself actually appears a lot of times. And the reason of that is because it's cut, it's edited. So you'll see the first bit here is usually the one at the bottom. So if I zoom in on this, there's nothing there. It's there. So you'll see that one's there, and also you'll see there is a little bit of footage here. Now this footage is a glitch. So what we do is I use this as part of the render reveal to make this bit jump. It traces it and makes it jump. That's why it does this random stuff here. Because it's looking, this adjustment layer is looking at this. And it's quite in depth, but you can look at how to do these. If you go on YouTube, there's a lot of tutorials that go more in depth on how to make glitches using these kinds of glitch footage. It's an adjustment layer with a displacement map in it, which is just like this. Very, very simple. And all it is as well is an overlay. So I'm sure if I've got this in here, layer styles, color overlay, just white. That's it. So, yeah, there we go. That is literally what that is. And it's cut several times, and you'll notice there's a couple of spaces in here where it disappears. That's just for effect, to give it a bit of a flashing effect. Move it along, and you'll see that this changes, and it starts going a bit more glitchy, a bit more fizzy. Fizzy, maybe? Let's take a look. I keep coming back to the chat and seeing you guys still asking questions, and I'm out here just like telling you how I do things. Viking Size, what app or software do you use for these graphics? I use After Effects. That's Adobe. How would you feel about an official mod support for 2K22? Certainly something that needs to be done. Oh, Perry, thanks, buddy. Always good to get a good shout out like that. If you can, keep subscribing. We're aiming for 22,000 subscribers before 2K22 comes out. Which wrestlers do you wish could be in 2K22 but are no longer WWE? Rennie Dupree, Justin Gabriel, Peter Suzuki, Mason Ryan, Ezekiel Jackson, Demolition Road Warriors. Road Warriors for certain, because they were just fantastic. There's quite a few WCW wrestlers that I would have appreciated to have been in, but obviously they can't. I'm going to kind of miss some of the tag team wrestlers that have since left. It's very strange. It's a bit of a transition period. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's going to be plenty of people that are going to be recreating these characters. But to lose decent tag teams, decent superstars, varying movesets that came with them. I mean, the moves will be back in, but just losing those characters is going to be kind of annoying. Who are we doing right now? We're doing CM Punk. Yeah. So, we will be doing Leon Ruff later on. So let's take a look. Right, so, yeah, so that is basically what it is the glitch video changes. So you got this one here, it's called Digital Glitch Noise now instead, which is this one, which is why it looks like it's a bit more fizzy, because it's tracing those lines. And then, all that is, right there, is a slight, if I go on here, it's a scale, so it just zooms in, and then it reveals, and then it doesn't reveal, and then it reveals a little bit faster, and then it goes down, and then it comes back up, and then it goes super big, and then it goes super bad, and then it goes and drops down to the floor. And once it drops down like that, it goes for a second, And there it is. That's it. It's there. It's done. Boom. So when it plays it all, this is what it looks like. Bang. That's it. And then it glitches a couple of times while it's there. Super simple. So from here, this is like the next stage. So in here we've got final. We'll go to, this is the impact, which you'll see when he lands, which doesn't look right with Tegan Knox. Boom. See the smoke? It's a nice smoke effect that I have in there. And then overall, the overall is different to the overalls I make those. Superstar, the overall itself, CM Punk, he's going to be like a, well, I think he's probably going to be like the first 90, let's call him 91. I think he's going to be a 91 at least. So right now there's a Tegan Knox 76 in here. So I don't have actually a 91. So what I'll do is I'll take this one and I will duplicate it, Control D. Not that, what are you doing? Control D. Right, that can go. Now, let's make it 91. Nice in the center. And what I'll do is, because I can't apply the effect directly that I want to this, because it is a number, it's not like it's a layer file, I'll go to layer, and I'll go to auto trace. What this does is it traces the outside of the image. So all I want is for them to do the current frame. So that's literally this exact second. I want it to trace around this exact second. If I do the work area, then what it does is it traces around every single frame all the way through. I just want it to do this 1 second. So once I do that, it goes pop, there we go, that can disappear, and that can disappear. And there we're left with the number 91. Now this is where you'll need something called Saber, which is a plugin that's from Video Copilot. So what I do is I apply the effect, Saber, and once you've got that, I can select whichever one it wants. I can go customize the core, which is to layer masks, and that will play that there. Now he's a legend, and I believe that I did, if he's going to be in the game, he'd be a legend. So I believe I did purple for Wade Barrett, so there's no reason why I can't, but it does come with a lot of cool additions. So we've got this one here, which is thin. Got pulse. So a lot of these effects, if you've come here and you've seen the Smack Talks video where he's done the roster reveal for the wrestling code, these effects are the same ones that he uses, the same ones that I use. It's all the same thing. So please go download it, experiment with it. It's very cool to get involved with, and I want to see more people come up and do this kind of thing. You know, it'd be very cool to see more of the community get involved. So yeah, feel free to do that. Hey Alex, will WWE 2K22 have Spotify support? I doubt it, personally. Hey Ali, yeah, you saw it doing Bob and Shawn Michaels. Next channel, loving the content, man. Oh, thanks. It's Aaron M. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Thank you. I hope Visual Concept uses your ideas for the micro mode since it sounds so good. It can build up hype. I think I was a little bit late to the party with my suggestions for this year. Doesn't mean that they can't build on it from next year. So, you know, because I think they were already in the process of creating stuff for this year by the time it even got noticed. Like I said, there are things that you can. It's one of those things. We're not going to get everything we want, unfortunately. So what we'll do is we'll grab. Let's take a look. I will grab instead narrow. No, not narrow. Narrow bright. No, I don't really like that either. Maybe I'll just go with the neon effect. So I'll just grab the neon, but I don't want it to be that one. I'll want it to be purple. Boom. That'll be great. Lovely, lovely effect. So just hit that. That's what that looks like. Looks beautiful. But I don't want it to just do that. The other ones of these, they actually have a effect on them. So all of these have mask paths. So what that means is that they do things and they have offsets, which basically can be found in the core, this offset here. And you can set the time to say, at this point, it's 0. So that means that it wouldn't even appear. So if I grab this, where's the offset? Boom. If I grab this, pop it in here, now you'll see that the 91 has actually disappeared. It's gone. That's because this is set to 0 right here. Then after a few seconds, it slowly draws itself in. And this is now 100. That's what that does. Super simple, super easy. So go to final. There it is there. And of course, I've forgotten to do the other thing. So if I just go to the overall reveal. Overall. And I change this as well to render settings, composite, transparent. That means now when I go back to here, it's transparent. Yay! Okay, so now we know he's not Tegan Knox, so that's probably going to be something that needs to be changed. Let's just move this render reveal over a little bit. There we go, so he's a little bit more in the center. Now let's just change his superstar name. There's his name there, that's the name, so superstar name. The superstar name literally types in and just has a little bit of a glitch effect with it as well. Same thing as we had before. It was nothing serious. So we'll just go to the superstar name. These are all in positions as well. So Tegan Knox down here. Right, okay. So go away. What we'll do is we'll take Tegan Knox, get it there, duplicate it, change it to. That's a little bit harder actually. What do I do with this one? CM Punk. See, that's quite hard because no, not punch. CM Pudge. So if I take this, that's it there. So right, let's take a look at how that looks in the final. See, it's off because it's so high. I'll have to change that. So let's go back to the name, superstar name, and let's move it down a bit. Final. Nope, don't like it. Don't like it. How do you change? This is gonna be tough. What is happening in my chat? That's the profanity, guys. Yes, I will do a My Career Mode playthrough when I do it, because I'd be very interested to see if anything has made it in. I don't think it is, but, you know, we'll see. How will support on console work with 2K22? Don't think it will. I think it'll probably be just on PC. Do I think he'll try and make it to WrestleMania? It's possible. And thank you, The Undertaker, the Grim Reaper, the Lord of Darkness. Hello, creeps. Hopefully you're good, man. Good to see you in here. Good to see you in here. So, let's take a look. So we're at this one. I don't like that. I don't like the way the name's sitting there. So, let's just... CM Punks. The CM's gonna have to be bigger, which is just, it looks, I don't know. I don't know if I like this. I don't think it looks great. Okay, so let's stick that there. Final. How does that look? Ugh. Ugh. I don't like it. So this is just getting worse and worse. Let's grab this then. Let's just make it a little bit smaller then. What? 65? Okay, so we're getting somewhere. But I just don't like the placement. Let's leave that there. Let's just duplicate that. Let's turn that one off. And let's move this to change the position. And then that looks a little bit better, right? So this now should that's obviously not CM Punk's music. That was Tegan Knox's. So we're getting somewhere. Yeah, there's going to be some good things happening in 2K22, so hopefully it'll be good. Create a backstage, that'd be interesting. What's my favourite superstar of all time? No idea. Rip your rib cage out, we flip out, let the rage out, we insane now. The headbanger, body breaker, rhyme wrecker, manslaughter, manslayer. Step into the darkness, we sneak through. If we see you, we gon' beat you. This is what we do. Right, okay, so yeah, come on, can't have this kind of thing going on. Anyway, so I'm just like reading through the chat, just what is happening? Would you want to see a War Games match in 2K22? Of course I'd want to see a War Games match in 2K22. However, we've got to take into account the possibility that they are still making this 2K22, and it is going to be laying a foundation. So if War Games doesn't make it in this year, it will for sure make it in the next year. Because what they're doing right now is literally laying a foundation to make this game the best possible game they can get out right now, while also providing a decent foundation enough to build on for the future, so that future games can only get better, not worse, like 2K20. So 2K22, take it as hopefully a very good wrestling game that has plenty of room to maneuver. So we can go from there. That's pretty much what I think it's going to be. So, let's take a look. And the next thing I need then is CM Punk's stuff. I need all his things. I need his music, and I also need his entrance video. So I believe I actually have both already. Let me check. Head to my... Let's check it out. I'm sure I do. Where is it? Is that the one? Yeah, that'll do. Right, okay. So then, as you can see in the final, the other thing that we have in here is the background. This is where the background comes in, and you can see it's obviously all this area back here. It has some effects applied to it. So all we do is pop in here. This is a black solid over it to make it a bit darker. Get the background video. We've got lots of everybody else's videos in here, and all I use is this section here of the video. So depending on whose video it is, we pop it in like this, stick it in. For CM Punk, we could probably just like literally stick in his star, because let's face it, it's sick. So bang bang. Right, so that's what you'll see. You'll see all of this. Get to the final bit, and there it is, all changed a bit. It's a little bit different. So if that's all in there, then I don't need to have the music on this time for this one. But actually I do, because I don't want to just leave that background on. So what I'll do is I'll take this, and I'll turn the music off on this, and I will copy this and go into my music composition, which has everybody's music in this. And then stick that in there, turn that on, turn that off, and stick this all the way back here at the very beginning, which means let's turn this down a little bit, and then let's see how this turned out. Should have turned out okay. So let's take a look. That's going to annoy me. Let me just move this over quick, because otherwise that's just going to annoy me. Where is it? There. Is that the right one? This is the one that I need to change. Boop. Just move a little bit. I think that looks right about there. Okay. So, always fun in the chat. Wonder why. So, that is it. We've got the music there, but the music starts for some reason a bit further back. Why does it start there and not at the very beginning? What did I do? I know I probably did. Let's move it up. See if this works. No, it's still so far. Where is the music? Oh, okay. Okay, so let's go into music. It's there. So, now if I line it up, it should. Here we go. Beautiful. Fantastic. So what I can do with this now is I can save it, because always save it, never ever not save it, export to media encoder. That'll send that off very nicely. Off it goes. My voice is underrated or overrated. One of the two. So that's now there. So let's grab this and remove it, 'cause she's already been made. And we'll add in the name CM Punk. So I'll save that one for later. We won't even touch that now. So let's bring the music back in. Always interesting. Crazy. Underrated. Thanks, Cameron. Recently watched a GM mode reboot and it was amazing. Got me so hyped for 2K22. Thank you, man. Hopefully, at some point, we'll actually get him in, but I don't know when. So I'll go back now to my giant list of people. CM Punk is done. He is part of batch 2. So, next person going to be done. I've seen a lot of people wanted Leon Ruff, but also I'm going to give you guys the choice. So you have a choice between Leon Ruff or Kushida. Let me know in the chat. Which one is it? Let me know. Let me know. I think Dominik Mysterio definitely will. Wade Barrett's been done. Why is John Morrison coming in here? I've given you a choice between two. Come on, man. Leon Ruff. One Kushida. Interesting. It's definitely rough. I'm seeing lots of rough. You guys like it rough, apparently. So, let's go and get some Leon Ruff. I have recently received a tweet about the Wrestling Code roster reveal that Smack Talks did. Like I said, it's always nice to see the thing that I made with Virtual Basement being used elsewhere. Leon Ruff. Render. Let's see if we can find it. Something good for him. Ooh. Why does he always have to be... he stands awkwardly for me. Okay. We got him. Leon Ruff it is. So, let's go stick him in the render. Ooh. Oh my god, he's a giant compared to CM Punk. Let's shrink him down a bit. I can make him a little bit bigger than that though. Oh, no we can't. Yeah, good, probably about there. So, CM Punk, you go. See how he looks there. You can go a little bit further. No, what are you doing? Right, so I need to grab the render reveal. Stick him a little bit. There we go. That's better. Let's get his superstar name. No, not that one. That one. No, stop it. Fingers. So, this one's going to be a bit different because it's not CM Punk one. In fact, delete the CM Punk one because I don't need that one. I'd rather do it from the TEGAN Knox one. So if we grab this. Leon. How much did you go for? 245. LEON. IEFF. So, now... what I'll do is shrink this one a little bit. And then boost this one up a bit. So they nicely tuck into each other. And then boost it a little bit so it's a bit closer. Let's check the final for that. See, now this is where I can go back to this one. Turn that one off, and there it is. Oh, it looks very nice. This one looks much better. But 91 seems a little bit high for this guy, right? It's not just me, is it? Too grim from GTS Wrestling. You know, I get requests, so it's very interesting about all the different things that we could definitely do with this. You know, some of the things that I've been thinking of doing have been, you know, the Wrestling Code ones and things like that, so. What do we think Leon Ruff is going to be, roughly? Pun intended, I suppose. Pun intended. $79. Interesting. I like this 79. Oh, I've got a 70 on here. I think that he would be a low to mid 70. I mean, look, I'm seeing people say that he's an 80. Just to keep this in check. If I show you, when I go to the ones that I already have, Leon Ruff is good, but do you think that he's on the level of, say for instance, just going by my other ones, like this man? He's an 83. So, if Timothy Thatcher is an 83, and just for clarity, Tegan Knox, I decided, was a 76. Do you see Leon Ruff possibly as the same as Tegan Knox? 2K22, I don't think he'll be on the Switch, no. He did beat Gargano, but not without help. You'd say 71 personally, Mark. Okay, that's interesting. Take it easy, Aiden. Up to my penthouse suite in my private elevator. 69 for the memes. Oof. Everybody's saying, a few people are saying 70 74. Takeover, he was going off. He was. I tell you what, I will go for, let's say, I feel like, hey, Meki. Hey, bud, how you doing? No worries, Fried Egg, don't worry. Hey, Third Strike. You're gonna say 68, because even though he had a title and beat Gargano, he wasn't doing anything all year. He's only one with help, and then immediately he won the title, otherwise it'd be a 67. Oh. Yeah, Zay. Welcome to the party, my man. 77. This is divisive. Some people see that he is... Turn the music which way? A little bit up or a little bit down? You could turn it a little bit down. That's a little bit better. That might be a little bit better for you. This is very complicated. I can see a lot of you are like 77, 79, 80, 70, 74, 67. Just this is bad. He's booked as a jobber and a bit of a joke in NXT, but he's not. He's actually very, very good as a high flyer, as a cruiserweight. And I kind of have to base it, and a lot of people will, because it's kayfabe, isn't it? It's not based on how good they actually are. You kind of have to base it on kayfabe. So, what was 8 in English? God, I'd hate to think. 10? 10? I think you can get 10. So, I think kayfabe... Yeah, it is jobber level. I'm going to give him a 70... Okay. I'm going to give him a 74. 74 I think is fair, based on the other estimations that I've made. And the other reason I've made the estimations that I've made there is based on the fact that NXT isn't counted as developmental anymore, but the third brand, which is why you'll see more mid-card talent NXT being similar to more mid-card talent in SmackDown and Raw in like the mid to low 80s. But you'll also see more main event talent in SmackDown and Raw being classed in the high 80s and you know, more of the 90s being used. So, okay, 2's a little bit low. So I'm going to go for 74. I'm booking it sort of kayfabe-ish. We'll do that. So I'm going to go 74. Stop putting 2. God. Alright, stop flooding it now. Let's head over to the overall and put in 74. I've already got 74? No, this is a new one. It's a new one. I don't have 74. Let's duplicate it, take it, view it. 74. What are you doing? 74. It's a brand new one. My 7 key doesn't work sometimes. Go away, and do we already have... Nope, this is 75. So great, grab this. Layer, auto trace. Just this one frame. There we go. We've got our 74. Do is it would take this, You grab, stick it in, and that should now. Absolutely not. Great. Okay, so instead what we'll do is we'll just grab the whole thing, stick it in. Beautiful, much better. Right, so we've got the render, we got the overall, we got the name. The only thing we need now is the background and the music. So now I've got to go on hunt for that. That might be a little bit harder. Probably will be a little bit harder, actually. Let's grab... I'm hoping... that they'll actually have his theme. Punch Drunk Bunny. Is that the name of it? I sure hope so. Okay, yeah, let's just grab this and then we can grab this. Boom. Download one thing, which is just the video and everything. We'll head over to the background. Nope, don't want to stick that in there. Background video. Stick this in here. Boop. Boop, boop. And then scale it. Make it nice and big. I like to overshoot it a bit. And then once we've got this, we head over to the music. And we'll do the same thing. We'll just stick it in here. So we won't have that on, and we won't have that on. Just have this around here-ish. So now, we should get some good. Roughly about right. Sweet. That was nice and easy. Save it. Never not save. Don't ever not save, because that would just be ridiculous. 65, or you riot. I can't. He's a 74. Let him be down. He's fine where he is. But thank you, Third Strike Entertainment, because that was just ridiculous. You're gonna refund that money now, aren't you? Dugan from GTS. He's not in my list for 2K22. He's in the Wrestling Code roster. I should do Carlito. Do you know, I was looking. Cheers, Third Strike. Carlito is okay. I can see there's a lot of people that are asking for our Carlito. So in this instance, I will do Carlito. Yeah, that's right. We never base it off a 0 to 100 scale. It always starts. I think the lowest that anybody that I've ever seen was like 55. But yes, I will do Carlito. In the future, I will give you two people to do between. So, to stop kind of like the spamming of random names, which is kind of cool. I love to see that you guys want to get involved. Otherwise, my chat, I'll be trying to read something, I'll just be like, oh, I'm just going to read what this person says. I just can't keep up. Can't do it. Harry Stark, man. Thank you for the £4. Do you think General Manager Mode could come back? Well, could be a possibility. It could come back. I don't know how many people they have working on the game, and I don't know what kind of things they have. If it doesn't make it back this year, there's no reason why it couldn't make it back in future positions. So, I just want to really say, you know, remember that this is kind of, they're building a foundation. That's what this is. This is a foundation to make sure that the game is going to be good right now as a wrestling game when it comes out this year. And then later this year, not later this year, later editions, 2K23, 2K24, they're going to be even better, and they're just going to build and build and build to better and better games. That's what they're wanting to do. You know, I wouldn't expect the be-all, end-all of video games this year for wrestling. I would expect a great wrestling game that's a solid foundation to work on. When will this video come out? Can't wait. Oh, it's so long, man. So long. I've been doing a lot of stuff in the background. There's been a lot of movement. There's been a lot of things going on. And I just haven't stopped. So let's start off with the superstar name, shall we? I like to do things differently every time. So this one we're doing Carlito. So let's go ahead and get the superstar name right. So it probably doesn't need to be this big because that's probably going to be too big. Let's grab this. By himself. Oh, by himself. So we'll probably go back to the other one. Yeah, that's definitely happening. And that's probably... Let's move this one then, because this is the one that needs to be done. I know this isn't Carlito for anybody that's asking. Do I think Tag Team Elimination Chamber will be in 2K22? You know, I honestly hope that it would be. Yeah, Patrick's been doing a lot of stuff. And he's been really working on it. There's a lot of people that you think could do good things in, you know, there's a lot of people from our community that could offer a lot to the game. And I think Patrick, as he's demonstrated with me, is keen to get creators that actually have something to offer the future of the games involved. So I'm not involved currently. There's not something for me there at the moment. Maybe further down the line there will be. But I don't have a particular skill set that would be beneficial, should we say. That and my location circumstances. You know, they're based in Los Angeles. I'm based in the UK. So these kind of things just... It's kind of a bummer for me. I'd love to work there. I'd love to do things over there. I'd love to, you know, help with the game, make it better, you know, give suggestions and these sorts of things. Things don't like that. They don't happen often, so we'll have to see what happens. As for Carlito, I haven't seen a lot of him on the independent scene, but based on... When was he last in a wrestling game? Carlito... was he actually... He hasn't been in a WWE 2K game. In fact, the last game that he was in was 2011? SD versus Raw 2011. He wasn't in 2011. He was actually not in 2011. He was a hidden character. So if I grab his 2010, back in 2010, what was he rated? He was rated an 83. And he's significantly changed since then. Significantly. I mean, this was 10 years ago. And how old was he then? Carlito. 10 years ago, he was an 83. He's 41. So he was 31. And he was an 83. That's tough. Based on his in-ring prowess now, Carlito, let's go and get a render of him so we don't confuse people that are just coming to the stream. See if we can find one that's actually quite good. Or there's got to be a good one somewhere, right? I mean, I could go for an older one, but I kind of want like a new Carlito render, you know? Because he's a lot bigger than he used to be. Okay, some of these are really rough. Because he's a big boy now, isn't he? You can send me what, a recent one? You're thinking 87, some of you. I was thinking maybe an 85. That's just factoring in not any loss of in-ring ability, but a change in style, pace, physicality, and age. So although it's 10 years later, he's still not at really a point where he's worse than he could be. I'm sure if he stayed in WWE, he probably would have been higher than what he was. So, you know, say for instance, if it was 5 years ago, I'm sure at this point he probably would have been, you know, an 86. But I think it's generous to give him an 84 or an 85 at this point. Maybe an 84? Stop spamming 90. He's not a 90. CM Punk's 91. Come on, man. Ah, 28, 29. Yeah, I think 85's probably generous. Like I said, 10 years ago he was an 83. Let me grab, I'll tell you what, I'll grab one and I'll see how it looks, because it could be okay. Calito. Let's grab that. Let's grab the, where would it? Render. Chuck him in. See how it looks. It's not the worst render. And he's got the apple. Let's just make sure this fits. Okay. Might be able to get away with this. Yeah, it's not the worst, is it? It's not the worst. Okay. I think I'll be generous and maybe give him an 80. No, it's got... I'm trying to think who he's going to be competing with. If it's going to be... Because he's going to be mid-card, really. He's not going to be a main eventer. He's going to be a mid-carder. And personally, I'd see him getting some really good matches out of people. Say, for instance, like this big man. Which would be fantastic. Also, this man, too. He would probably get some really good matches out of him as well, and he would probably also compete really well with, of course, Damian Priest, who is an 83 in mine, so I think probably an 84 based on experience as well is probably just about right for him. So I'm going to call it 84. 84 is probably good enough for him. Doesn't really need an 86 because that's kind of pushing him to maybe an upper mid-card position. Which I don't think he needs like an Intercontinental Championship run or anything like that, you know, at this point. 84 is probably just about right for him. Have I got an 84? It looks like I've got an 84. I do have an 84. That's always good. That always makes life easier. There's his 84. There's right. So we just got to get his background in his music now. Okay, let's grab this. Let's go and find one. See if I can find it. This might be it. Yeah, let's just grab this one. Ain't nothing wrong with this. Not at all. Okay, grab that. That's fine. Stick it in. And turn that off, and just make it bigger. But I also need to see how it's going to look. Yeah. Perfect, really. Okay, so, and then I need to get the music for it as well. So, boop. Do the same thing, stick it in. And boop, boop. So, yeah, let's stick that there so it starts at the same time. Okay, so let's see how Carlito turned out. Let me turn this one down. Here we go.
I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
Okay.
I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool. You know what?
It's not the worst, however.
I spit in the
Just hear
face
the
of people who don't want to be cool.
lovely. Maybe you can start a little bit sooner.
You know what cool is? You're looking at.
Maybe I can just make it, because I think there's another spit, isn't there, somewhere? Where is it? I'm sure there's another spit somewhere, but I'm just trying to find where it is. Come on. Don't do that. This is the problem. It's going to get me in trouble if it plays this, because I'm going to get like a copyright strike somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's quite nice. Yeah, it seems to do the job. I don't mind it. It's under a certain time frame, so that's it. I don't know. I don't like that music where it is. Maybe I just move it a little bit further along, see what's there. Maybe I'll have to move it back again. I might have to. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to move it back. I don't like where it is. Yeah, okay. That's fine. We'll move it back to where it was. You can start there. And that way we'll get this nice.
I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
Lovely. Exactly. This is exactly what I want. Red color on the rating. Yes, that's correct. He's an 84 and it needs to be red. Guys, thank you for letting me know this. He is on Raw, isn't he? Thank you for letting me know. It has definitely helped. So, let's go and hit that overall. Sure, there was a different one that I was using for that. So, let's take a look. I think, was it 79? It was 79. So, let's take the 79. Boop. Let's stick it on the 84. You gonna do it then? There it is. Beautiful. Okay. So now it should make all complete sense now, and it should all line up really nicely. Get the 84. Lovely, beautiful red. Yeah, that's fine. Do I think The Undertaker is overrated? No. I mean, now he'd probably be in his in the like the late 80s. If you were going by the Undertaker that is now, he'd probably be rated in his late 80s. But previous Undertakers, no. Carlito is cool. Carlito is cool. Okay, so save it, because never ever not save it. As usual. File export, media encoder. What do we got then? So we got CM Punk. We got Carlito. We did Leon Ruff. Why is this not on here? Don't tell me that I didn't export Leon Ruff. Carlito. I've got to go back and get Leon Ruff done, because it doesn't look like I actually did Leon Ruff. Oop. Okay, fine. I'd made a boo-boo apparently. Let's pop that back in. And this is why I leave everything in. Because stupid me does stupid things. Boop, boop. Nope. Render, reveal, overall. And boop, boop. There we go. So let's just check this. Yep, beautiful. Should be all good. And oh no, it's the wrong one. So yeah, that's fine. We'll just change this. Where is it? Doot. All good. Right. Save this again. Silly me. What would I want more? GM mode or War Games match? Why not both? Another thing we need is a timing on the taunt to wake up ratio. I'd like just to be able to see the break out of taunts. That's what I'd like to see. Right, let's just make sure that I actually send this off to be done now, because that's 3, and otherwise I'll have wasted my time. You were timed out by Streamlabs. I am sorry, my friend. Let me I'm gonna add you as moderator on here anyway. Yeah, but you're fine now. If you haven't seen Third Strike Entertainment, you should definitely check out his channel, because he does awesome universe mode content. Definitely somebody that I would recommend. Let me grab... What are we doing next? I am thinking now. So I said that I would give you a choice, didn't I? And the choice now is between... Let's take a look. I've got my list. You can choose between... because Leon Ruff is now done. Batch 2. And so was... Who the hell did we just do? Carlito. He's done. I had him done. And he's in batch 2. So we can either do... okay. So this is a new one for you. You can either have... Cameron Grimes or the Boogeyman. Which one is it that you guys want to do next? Let me know down in those comments. Retribution will come up soon. You know. Grimes. Got some Boogeyman. Like one Boogeyman. Everybody's like Grimes, man. How do you feel about the tag team ratings? Don't know. Damn, everybody's about that Cameron Grimes. I think tag teams do need maybe ratings, but it would just be an amalgamation with two people's ratings, really. Plus chemistry. Would I want to see Paige in 2K22? I would want to see Paige in 2K22, but it's kind of up to her if she wants to be in or not. I've had like very few people say Boogeyman and more Grimes, so I guess we're going Cameron Grimes. Grimes does have a great character, so I'm very up for that. Let me just change this. So this one says Leon Ruff. So if you guys haven't done all tag teams work together in Royal Rumbles, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping logic like that gets added. It would make sense. What are some women that I want to see? All of them. Every single one I want to see in this game, because the women's roster needs the depth. You know? There's a lot of fantastic women on there that do need it. Drops the current version of Retribution themed Discord. Oh, thank you, man. Recent as of 2 weeks ago. Did they change it again? I've missed it. I have to admit. I just completely blanked on stuff with Retribution recently, and you can't blame anybody. It's really sad. They've just dropped the ball on them. Who are the people you want most in 2K22 from the men's division and women's division? I mean, you've already got everybody in there that should be in there. Add additions. Who's in my list? Who's in my list? Let's take a look. So, trying to think now. Got my list here. Is there anybody that sticks out? Actually, I'd probably like to see Xia Li. And I think the reason for that is because hopefully she'll have that badass entrance with Qian Xia, which would be just absolutely amazing. And I'm also kind of hoping for, let's pick somebody out of here, Ilya Dragunov, because the guy is hella talented, like ridiculously talented. So, we'll do Michael Cole next. Oh, Ribby, what's wrong with you? These aren't real people. They're a joke. So, I'm going to go and get Cameron Grimes stuff now. But let's change the name on here so that people know who we're doing next. Let's grab this, duplicate it, change it. So we are doing Cameron. Grimes. Okay, so for this one, what we'll do is we'll take this one and we'll make this one smaller to go with the surname. Very simple, nice, easy trick to do. So it should just go boop. Ah, lovely. Sits there really beautifully. I think the Grimes needs to be a little bit smaller. So let's just change that. That looks about right. Love it. Beautiful. Okay, let's get Cameron Grimes render. Fun fact, Cameron Grimes holds pinfall wins over Balor. Wouldn't be surprised. Cameron Grimes is actually incredibly talented, very good on the independent scene. Like I said, they kind of hit NXT and just go crazy. Do you think we'll get Aaliyah? I'm kind of hoping we do. Like I said, everybody needs to be involved in this game. They need to really stack the roster like crazy. Karrion Kross 2020. I don't like that you're missing his hair. Why are you missing his hair? Where's his hair gone? Okay, I guess I'm just going to have to nick the top half of him instead. So I'll just... Cameron Grimes. Ooh. Let's get his render. And let's stick it in. See you later, Leon. Oop. Actually, no, come back. No, not Leon. Carlito. That'll do. Let's scale you down. Not that much, though. No, that's the wrong tool. Shoulder offset, just about right. Okay, so that should look about right. Beautiful. It's perfect where it is. Okay. Karrion Kross has been doing right. I think he's been doing really well. He's a fantastic performer. So in this instance, I would probably give him... Let's think of an overall for him. If we're going to give him And overall, what's the overall? What's the overall? Hey Corey, thanks for joining the stream. Sorry I completely missed you there. 83, 86. I think 86 is a bit, like I said, 86 is a bit much. And the reason I say this is if you say 86 over and over again, first off, I'm going to be less likely to choose it. Secondly, this man is an 87. So, having an 86 of Cameron Grimes probably isn't correct for these overalls. So let's go. I think maybe 80, 81 is probably fair. It's probably fair. Let's go with an 81. Let's get that overall and find an 81. Is that an 81? And is it... Oh, beautiful. It's a yellow too. That's good. Right, render final. Beautiful. So all we need now is music and background. It's good. So let's go ahead and see if we can find it. So I need to grab... Okay, I can probably grab... Let's take a look. Can I grab this? No, I don't really like that. No, not using that one. However, I will take this and get his music, so I can definitely get the music. Download that. So that's the music coming to me now, and then I just need good Cameron Grimes video. He has changed since then, so yeah, let's not take that one. It's got to be a good one in here somewhere, right? I can't be sitting here thinking, Cameron Grimes, nope, no decent things for him. I'm going to have to just grab one of these, aren't I? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Grab that. Stick that in there. Nope, that one. And... when you're ready... There we go. Right, so, go to the music. I need to grab the music. Boop. Stick that in there. That's gone, so that's fine there. And grab his background. Except it needs to be the background video. Stick that in. Okay, so let's stick this. If I can, I will stick this here, and then that should... That'll probably be fine. So let's just grab this now, and then see how it's turned out. Yep, that looks fine to me. Oh, yeah. The RAM's trying to cache the video, so the first time round, it does not sound great. While it's trying to play back from the RAM. I think that looks great though. I think that's turned out quite nicely. File, export, media encoder. That should be good. That should be good. Thunderdome would be cool. Bella should be 90. Yeah, he should be, really. There was a dude speaking Chinese. I didn't know. I didn't even know what he was saying. He was speaking Chinese. That's kind of like, I don't understand. He might have been saying something that was quite nice. What arenas would I like to see in 2K22? Oh, you know, what arenas can we see in 2K22? Should we just have the most updated arenas in the game, so everything just emanates out of the Thunderdome? Oh, that would just be the worst, wouldn't it? Just give me every single WrestleMania. Just give me every single WrestleMania, for the love of God. Because that would just be insane. You are amazing with After Effects. Man, I'm trying to learn. I got some basics down as far as positioning and all that. What do I use for editing? This is After Effects. That's what I use. I'd like to see your Unofficial Victors a Legend deal. Seems like Karrion would beat Balor, so Balor would be lower than him. However, Balor is an 88 overall in 2K20. NXT Balor is supposed to be the peak Balor is, so this is a conundrum. Yeah, it does create quite a conundrum. Karrion 89, Balor 87. Oh, dude, iconic. Didn't realise you'd come in. I missed you on here. God damn it. He was trying to... You speak Chinese, Mark? You speak Chinese? Did you not just use Google? Did you use Google Translate? Don't lie to me, man. Speaking Chinese. Do you think we're getting War Games? I don't know. It's kind of 50-50. Tori Wilson. Of course, Tori Wilson would be great. So, there's no need to do Johnny Gargano because he's already been in the game. This is for people who haven't been in the game yet. So, have I got everybody then? That is CM Punk, Carlito, Leon Ruff, and now Cameron Grimes. Save that one. That's 4 we've done. That's kind of crazy. In an hour and a half. We're not doing too bad. So let's take a look. You have 3 years of Mandarin in business college. Wow. Crazy, man. No idea. That's insane. So now I'm going to add this guy onto my done list. Cameron Grimes is done. Batch 2. Now, this is probably going to be a bit... I think... See, I kind of want to bring this tag team back. If anything, just for me, because I want to bring them back, but there'd have to be 2 versions of one of the characters. So, everybody's... We will get to John Morrison. I will do John Morrison after these 2. However, having these 2 done together will be very quick doing 2 of them together. So that means that in this one stream, I'll have done a minimum of 6, which is good. It's good. So these 2 guys, I will... Let me tell you what. I'll tell you what. What I'll do is I will grab their theme, and we'll go from there. Yeah, let's get this. It would have to be 2 versions of one of these characters. Just because... Don't do that. No, why would I... No, stupid fingers. Right, here we go. Get that audio. Okay. Because this music, I absolutely love. And I totally think that I need to put it in. So we'll see if you guys pick up on it before. And maybe some of you... Oh, Strike. Take it easy, man. Have fun. And I'll catch you later, man. Right, so... See you later, mate, Co-Main Chief. Take it easy. Hey, Phantasm Wolves. Hopefully you're good, man. Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong. Those two are absolutely amazing. However... Rico and Millie. Come on, guys. So, we will do Morrison. I tell you what, we'll do Morrison after these two. So, let's stick these. Get out of the way. What are you doing? We will stick this one in, and I'm gonna make this one a little bit quieter. Shh, because it's gotta get the right. You know, it's gotta be right. No, don't do that naughty thing. Here we go. I absolutely... You just know when you hear this theme, somebody is going to get hurt. And that's why it's amazing. So I'm going to put the APA in this, because I just believe that Farouk and Bradshaw need to be in this version of a roster reveal, because Farouk hasn't been in the game for ages, and Bradshaw hasn't been in for a little while since he was just JBL. But I believe that Farouk needs to be in, and Bradshaw needs to be in as both Bradshaw and JBL, because let's face it, you know, the guy was a wrestling god. It's just... That's just my opinion. It's one of those things, either you agree with me or you don't. However, those guys, it's just, it needs to be done. It needs to be done. So I'm going to grab these two. I'm going to put in the APA. And we'll go from there.
Around school and take his lunch money and laugh cause it's funny. What's happening, low? My whole crew 100 spokes. We ain't no jokes in them Chevys with hydraulics. My game is so polished.
Let's grab this.
Flossy, never let nobody boss me. I calls the shots and I takes the whole pot. Stop, drop down, don't wanna hear sound from nobody. We a straight turn out the party. I stays to myself, I don't mess with no haters. Spend it all now, save what for later. Up to my penthouse suite in my
Just got to grab some things for them, because I've got to grab renders and I've got to grab a decent enough video for them. So 100%, it's got to be this one because they are amazing. Right, so how do you become a stream mod? You don't spam stuff. JBL could always make an appearance, but Run is very unlikely. Why is Run unlikely though? I don't get it. Rhea Ripley's already in the game. I think William Regal's been long overdue for being in the game. Always. Ryback could be included. No, Ryback will never be included. Not only because WWE doesn't want him included, but because he wouldn't want to be included himself. It's not something that he's ever been bothered with. I I just think that he needs to get in. He needs to be in there. 100%. So let's just grab this. I need to grab this, and I need to grab a couple of renders for this. So let's go ahead and get let's take a look. Bradshaw render. That's going to be a bit harder, isn't it, though? Because there are two versions of Bradshaw. And the APA one is hard to come by, because everybody remembers. Oh man, don't tell me I'm not going to be able to do it, because I'll have to go out and I've got a lot more stuff that I'd need to do, prepare for these two. You'd think don't really have a decent render of Bradshaw. Oh, that's sad. That upsets me. What do you think about Kelly being in the game? I think that she should be in the game. Luke Harper would have the purple text, right? As much as I love Harper, he was in AEW. There's no way he's appearing in this game. I mean, he just wouldn't. There's... What does purple text mean? Legend. Oh, the purple text? What you mean on the video? It means, yeah, they're a legend of the game. When the WWE 2K22? October. What rank do you think Miz would be? No idea. At this point, I'd really need to think about it more in depth than what I'm thinking. So it looks like I'm not going to be able to do the APA right now. So what we'll do is we'll just move straight back to John Morrison, and I'll come back to that one instead, and I'll just go and grab a John Morrison render instead. John Morrison render. Let's grab something. That's a great render. I will steal that one. John Morrison, stick it in, grab the render, and pop. There we go. Right, just needs to be scaled up. Fantastic. Looks great. So let's just do it to superstar name. And then John Morrison, let's just size this up a bit better. A little bit more. About there. Let's grab this, change it, swoop it up, grab it, bring it down a little bit. Let's check the final. It's a little bit small still though, isn't it? That's odd. Okay, let's grab the superstar name, make it a little bit bigger. Okay, I can go with that. However, we do need to change his background and his music. Okay, let's grab... Yep, let's grab this one. Yep, that's fine. So I'll just grab this video. We'll download that. And I also need his theme music. Let's grab this. Okay, so head over to the background while that's doing that. Let's stick this in here. Boom. Boom. And let's do this all the way over here. Shape it up so it looks good. If I can get this so it's, yeah, beautiful. We'll get some good pyros going. Always good when you get good pyros going. And then stick the music in. Sticky, sticky. Beautiful. So, the final look. Although he'll need... Oh god, what would he be? Overall, guys. 80... Miz was an 86. Yeah, there's a lot of good people in this, so let's take a look. John should be an 83. Iconic 82, 83 seems fair for John Morrison. I mean, what was Miz in 20? The Miz in 2K20 was an 86. Let's just take what Miz is at the moment, and you know, I would probably say that if anything, Miz for what he's a great talker in the ring. He's not amazing, whereas Morrison's very good in the ring. If anything, I think that probably they should swap, and Miz should be 85 and Morrison should be 86. I'd feel comfortable with an 86. No, I think I'd feel comfortable with an 86. And you know, you get people that are better, that are going off kayfabe. With Morrison beat Priest, though. The thing is that, you know, it's tough because Morrison's actually got some experience behind him, so there's quite a bit to him. And is he on Raw or is he on SmackDown? He's on Raw, isn't he? Yeah. Okay. I think what they'll probably do... 84 be the best in your opinion? Morrison would be better off alone. I think though, these are just my ratings. They're not real ratings, and I'm probably putting far too much stock in like what they should or shouldn't be. The only reason that I would say that he should probably be an 86 is because I would rate main eventers higher in the 90s now. So, you know, like I've put CM Punk at 91. I would probably put, you know, Roman Reigns at a solid 95. I would probably put, you know, Drew McIntyre at a solid 94. I'd probably put Brock Lesnar at a 95 as well, you know. So there are lots of people that would be in the mid-90s with still room to grow, because that's, you know, it's still got room to grow. Nobody comes in at 99. You know, so I think that giving those people, those main eventers, like 90 plus, I think is fair. So I think on that basis, you know, on that basis that 86 would be fair for Morrison. 86. 80, I did say 86, didn't I? I'm hoping I said 86. If it makes sense. So let me grab this. Do I even have an 86 on this yet? Oh, I haven't made an 86. Duplicate. Show it. 86. Boom. Layer. Auto trace. Just that. Now, which one was it that was red? It was this one. Boom. Grab it, move it, pop it. Let's take a look what some of you said. Let's be honest, if he's an 8, people will edit anyway. True. Let's put it Bad Bunny. Believe me, Bad Bunny will pin Morrison. Yeah. He's not wrestling at 93 for sure. What would you give John Cena? Ooh, John Cena, he's probably a 93. Drew's probably 94. 86 is too high. Like I said, it depends if you move the main eventers up into the 90s and use it laterally like that. It makes sense. Viking, how would you feel if King Mabel were to get a legend spot? Absolutely fine with me. What would you give Bob Orton Jr. if it was included in the game? Oh, that's tough. If we're talking peak Bob Orton, because he's had a lot of instances. Roman 93, Drew 94. Well, I mean, Roman beat Drew, so we can't really say that. Morrison didn't do anything worthwhile, only playing second fiddle to Miz and taking all the pins, so I think 77 is fair. Yeah, I can see the take on Morrison. Nobody included maybe in the future? Maybe, but I doubt it. You put Punk on it. What was overall? His overall was 91 when I did Punk. Morrison would go higher than 84. Morrison wouldn't go higher than 84. Well, I mean, it depends. John Cena should be 98. Peak Cena 95, current is 90. Mark Goldman, I agree. Rowan has cheated almost every window. Yeah, I get this. I feel like 86 is pretty solid for somebody who's actually got the ability and the experience behind it. Like I said, that's just my opinion anyway. So we should have a good... It should be solid now, this now. Let's take a look. Wow. That is some serious lag right there, right? Come on now. Run through again. Beautiful. Love the colours. Colours look amazing. Save it. Export it. .96 should really be the cutoff with people to actually grow as they do in universe mode. John Morrison's, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've done 5 of them tonight. Is After Effects hard for a beginner to start with? Iconic, it is. I will not lie, there is a learning curve, and it's kind of steep. But once you understand it, you'll breeze through it. It's crazy, honestly. Like I said, I had no editing or After Effects experience whatsoever. After Effects I only started a year and a half ago. Editing, all of my editing previous to that was just done in Premiere Pro. It was all just straight video editing. So yeah, it's definitely there is a steep learning curve with After Effects. But once you get it, and you can just do things. It's great. So no news about 2K22 just yet. Santos Escobar. Did anyone relate to 2K22 visual concepts? Can't text you already. I have spoken to several people at Visual Concepts. Like I said, there is currently nothing for me, which is a bit of a shame. what overall should Sin Cara get? None. He's not in the game. In 2K20. Oh no, he was in 2K20, but he left. Yeah. There should be a Firefly and photo match. So yeah, I have spoken to the guys at Visual Concepts a few times. Yeah, a lot of the what's the best way to put it? Basically, my ability to work with them officially is hampered by the fact of my location. I'm not based in the US. Obviously, as you can tell by the accent, I'm British, which is quite a factor when they need you to be local or have a localized time the same as them. Otherwise, for instance, right now, what is it? 10 o'clock? So it's 10 o'clock. So for them, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So that 8-hour gap between the two of us is quite extensive. So it would need to be the right role in a certain way. And that's going to be the issue. That's really going to be the issue. I'd love to work with Visual Concepts. I'd love to work to get some really cool things going with them. But yeah, that's a whole other kettle of fish of stuff that I'd like to do. But maybe down the line something will come up. I'm hoping it does, because you know, like you said, a lot of people like my ideas, and maybe something will come of it. We'll see. When were the WWE games today? Put more legends like Bob Orton Jr. and all that in it. I don't know. Could be any time. Could be any time. Yeah, they do work from home, but it's the time difference really that's the big kicker usually. I've thought about moving to the US. The thing is that I would love to move to the US. Wouldn't mind me. See if I can. I gotta leave now. Let's be on YouTube. Yeah, it will. Friday. It will be up. I'd like to see all those people back up. I would move to the US, however. My wife would not. So it would be a case of no, I'm not able to move to the US. I would love to, but I'm not able. Santos Escobar, I see, is being requested. So let's go ahead and do Santos Escobar. And I think I will probably call that one. I'll probably actually need to go and get a drink, maybe. Maybe I'll just call it a night. I think Santos Escobar will be the last one that I'll be doing on this. So let's go ahead and grab a Santos Escobar render. Let's grab one from here. Santos Escobar. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab him. No, not that one. Save. Right, so let's head over to the render. We can change this one up. Pop it in. He's got very pointy elbows. Can I shrink him a little bit? What about that? Yeah, that looks good. Let's check him in. Good. Looks good. Right, okay, so let's head over to the superstar name. Santos Escobar. Damn it. Sam? Santos. Nope. Santos Escobar. There we go. I've got to say that Legado del Fantasma sounds like a really nice upmarket tequila. That's just my opinion, but you know, Legado del Fantasma. I think that'd be a fantastic tequila / alcoholic drink, personally. Santos Escobar. Okay, let's grab that superstar name and make him a little bit bigger. Oop. That's better. Okay. Santos Escobar. Pretty good. Cruiserweight champion. Solid in the ring. Now taking on Karrion Kross. I would actually probably give him, based on those facts. Let's take a look. I'm going to give him, I don't know what you guys are going to give him. I'm going to give him a solid AC4. Oh, Iconic saying 82. '83, '84, '82, '84, '86. See, 82 is not a bad shout. 83, I could meet you all in the middle and say 83. I'll meet you all in the middle and say 83. El Hijo del Fantasma translates to the son of the ghost. Nice. Yeah, I'll meet you all in the middle and go 83. That's fine. Let's grab the overall. And do I have an 83? I do have an 83, and it looks like it's yellow too. That's fantastic. That makes my life easy. Okay, so I just need to grab the Santos Escobar theme and entrance. Legado del Fantasma. The Chrome Cartel is apparently their theme. I did not know this. That's very cool. I don't need all that crap. Let me check. Okay, that can go away. Let's grab this. Boom, boom. And grab this. That's done. Grab you. Boom, boom. Let's grab the audio. Download. Okay, cool. And then just grab that. So let's go head to the music. Stick it in there. Background video. Stick it in. Scale it. Turn it up. Cool. Looks good. Now, let's check this out. Now, let's see how that ends with my little accent bit at the end. Oh yeah, it's rendering quick. Oh, there's that slow render. Start from the beginning. Yes. Oh, it looks so good. Yep, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know. Need to put in Gangrel. I don't know. Please, could I do a woman before I go off? Do you know what? Thanks, guys. Do you know what? I will do a woman before I go. The last one will be a woman. Let's pick a woman. A lot of people dragging Casey at the moment. And I can understand why. Are we done? Is it up there? Alright, cool. Let's change it. Santos Escobar. Io Shirai's already in the game. Casey's a possibility. However, where is it? So what have we done? We've done... This has just gotten so big now. Done batch 2. What else have we done? We've also done... Where's Santos? Done batch 2. We've done Cameron Grimes. Have I added him? Yeah, that one's done. We've done CM Punk, batch 2. So we do have some options for women. Let's just grab, because it's a possibility as well. So, you have an option. There is Aaliyah. There is let's take a look. Indy Hartwell. There's Isla Dawn. There is Ginny. There is Casey. There's Caden. There's Kelly Kelly. There's Mercedes Martinez. There's Piper Niven. Raquel Gonzalez. And there's Zaya Brookside and Xia Li. Let me know which one of those you guys want the most. Kaylee Ray's already been done. Elite is already in the game. Tony Storm's already in the game. See, this is where things like a poll like they have on Twitch would make a lot more sense.
We just some locked out worldwide figures. I heard you won the match when I was with my Nepalese. Fool, you can't see us. We to each side. And we all up in that ass like Adidas cause we ride.
Yeah, I'd love to see more of Victoria. I'd like to see Victoria in the game. Certainly an option. But it's one of those things. We just don't know. I feel like she was lucky that she got into the Rumble for some reason. Where did I get my list of women from? I just took names of women that would most likely be in the game that were from NXT, NXT UK, and Legends. So, going from this, Scarlett's already been done as well. I've seen a few Raquels, a couple of Indies, and a few Aaliyahs. So, I'll tell you what. I will get you. I've already done a Finn. I've already done Shotzi. So, I'll tell you what. I'll give you an option. It is going to be between... Raquel Gonzalez, Kelly Kelly, and Casey. Raquel, Kelly Kelly, or Casey. Interesting. Only say it once. If I keep saying it, I just won't do it. Cool. So we're not getting Kelly then. It's just been spammed to death by one person. Casey seems to be winning this one, so we'll do that. We'll do Casey. We'll do Casey. That'll be the last one. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and change the superstar name. Boop. Make it like that. Bam. It's the only problem with her name. It has 4 letters in the first one, and then a bunch in the next. Catanzaro. I mean, that's just annoying. So I'll just make this one the small bit. A little bit more, a little bit. Come on. No, no. This is my 7's broken on my keyboard. My numpad, at least, anyway. Right, okay. No, no. That way. There we go. Right, let's check this. That's way too small. That's super too small. Let's check this now. I feel like you could probably do a little bit more. Okay, that's fine. Right, so we just need to find... Casey's like a 68. I mean, you're rating Casey quite high. Let's go with another female that I've got in here. Shotzi. Shotzi has been rated 78. And I think Casey would be much lower than Shotzi. I think... Let's just go with another one. Chelsea Green. 76. And Chelsea actually has some experience as well, so I think she'd be rated lower than her. And Tegan was rated a 76 too. So I think if we're going to be fair, Casey's probably going to be a 72. Oh yeah, I'm seeing some 72s on here. I think 72 is probably fair. This is obviously not Casey Catanzaro. That would be an awful look for her. Boop. So let's go ahead and grab a decent render of her, if one exists. Well, I guess we'll just have to take a Royal Rumble attire from 2019. Because, well... She wasn't involved with the Royal Rumble this year, was she? She keeps doing silly things, as far as I'm concerned. Stop going out and putting all your colleagues at risk. Not only that, stop trying to get the place shut down by the government. Now you've got a new government coming in. You just know that it's not going to work out very well if they don't do it properly. So, Casey's in. Sits quite nicely there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's get that overall. 72, I think we said, didn't we? We said 72, didn't we? I think 72's fair. 72's fair. It's not the worst. There are people who are definitely worse. Oop. 72. Oh no, what am I doing? 72. There we go. As long as I tack it, it should be fine. Okay. And let's just quieten all these down. Quiet. There we go. Right, so. Boom. No, not all of you, just you. Stop it. 72. Layer. What you doing? You. There. What a trace. Just this current frame. Okay, so I need to grab this. It was an 86. And what was it? It was a red. She's an NXT, so cool. Grab this. Oop. Okay, let's take a look. Beautiful. Looks good. So now we just need... I feel like maybe she needs to come a little bit more in the middle though. Am I right? Let's get a render. A little bit that way. That's better. Yeah, Aria Davari used to be 60. That's true. Yeah. So I think this is fair. That is, yeah. I think this is fair. More than fair. Fantastic athlete, but just is still very green. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because she's got her own theme, but there's also an official WWE theme for her and Caden. So I'll choose that. Choose that. It's fine. Yeah, okay, now I need to find a decent entrance for her. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, that's quite hard. How annoying. Is this the one? Is this what will this do? Let's download that. Okay, yeah, I'll just take that one. That's fine. And then stick this one in here. And then do slapjack. Right, let's grab awful quality. However, yep, that's fine. Let's just grab it. Bam. Off it goes. Background. No, done it again. Background video. Stick it in. Talking crap, we don't care. Okay, we'll just start from the beginning then, shall we? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so just need the music, which is right here. No, that wasn't music. Okay, copy it, delete, music, stick it in there, go away. And that should be... much better. Okay, seems like we got something working. Beautiful. Okay. So you can see why these take a little bit of a long time. It's quite quick to do when you're focused, but of course, when you're trying to do all the talking as well, it takes a little bit longer. So we've done CM Punk, Carlito, Leon Ruff, Cameron Grimes, John Morrison, Santos Escobar, and Casey Catanzaro. So we'll just wait for that one to pop. There it is. Casey is done. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've done 7. Lucky number 7. So I think what I'll probably do is I'll call it an end there, because it has been a long ass day, and it is now what, 10:30. So we've been going for a solid 2 hours and 11 minutes. Do I go back, look at these, and appreciate myself? And these are mad good. That's a funny one to ask, Iconic, because I actually don't. No, I just kind of shove them out there and go, hopefully you all like them. But it's one of those things. They either do really well or they don't. So I've done Austin Theory. He's part of the original 20. So there is a superstar roster, which is part 1. Yeah, there is a superstar roster, which is the part 1, and this is going towards part 2. So the other ones of these I will do off stream, and then we will do more later down the line as well. So there should be a second video coming out. I've been sorting out the location. So if you're here, then the last one was the. I will do MSK. I think they'll probably be done off stream, because there'll be a little bit of a surprise for everybody else. So Bronson Reed was in the first one as well. So yeah, I think when it comes down to this, you'll be the next one, the next location, because the first location was at the WWE 2K20 mansion that they had the party at, which in my version of my video was slightly burning down. So should be cool. Dab? No. And that one was good. I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed making that one. The next one I'm kind of thinking of maybe going back, and I'm not sure exactly where. I kind of teased Suplex City from 2K17, but I don't think I want to just go back there yet. I think maybe, or maybe. The next one, if we go year by year, it could be the Angle Warehouse, and that's the other place that I was thinking. So it's definitely somewhere that I was thinking was the WWE warehouse for Kurt Angle and Seth Rollins, the one that he burnt down. But of course, that would just be me sitting in a pile of rubble, wouldn't it? Never mind. But thank you guys for joining me for this stream. It's been absolutely great talking to each and every single one of you. And like I said, join me for more, because we do need to get to 22,000 subscribers before 2K22 comes out. So if you have enjoyed this, please leave a like on this stream. Please hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when I do go live next. And just enjoy the videos. Go and enjoy them. You know, it's great. I always love interacting with you guys. I feel like we've built a really good, solid community here, and that we're amazingly moving forward as we are. So hopefully there's only good things in the future. I personally believe that the future of this community, this channel, is looking better than it ever has been. So we'll go from there and we'll build it up together. So thank you guys, and hopefully I will catch you in the next one. If you all want to enjoy the exit intro, which is the same one as the intro, but it's just epic and I love it. So go ahead and enjoy this, and I'll catch you guys later.